2 hours, 3 hours delayed. I don't get it, yeah. But whatever, here we are. And, you know, I want to see if the prince can teach the prince some stuff, right? It's beating Prince Despa here, and I want to see if he can, of course, teach Boji how to fight. Because I keep saying that you just gave him a freaking agile-based fight style, right? Just give him something with speed, give him a mercy to kill you, right? He's a very, very fast guy. He should be able to beat people. So anyway, let's have a watch again. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But here finally, oh yeah, it's annoying when you don't know what's happening, right? It's like, oh, can I go and shop? You know, can I do this thing? Especially doing live actually, but I mean, generally speaking, you're like, oh, can I leave? Can I? Is it 10 minutes delayed or is it 3 hours delayed? Right? You know what I mean? Okay, it's not with his brother. This sounds a bit weird. Just okay, better. Okay. Yeah, it goes immediately with the brother, right? So with the whole. So I think it's like a Phoenix thing. So he's gonna turn into his father, maybe. Yeah, sounds more like the creating boss, right? So maybe I was right then last week. It sounds like I was right last week. That this seems more to be about gonna resurrect Boster, right, in his body. That was a whole Phoenix thing, and it's more like a resurrect spell. Yeah, it's not a power spell. He's like it's turning his son into his new body. If it works, because it just, I don't know, his body switched a bit, then just, well, maybe it's Boster then inside his body. I guess. Yeah, but for us, it means so. I should make, I don't know, a tier video. Can I wait something to make tier videos about anime? But because I had a manga before, right? But I feel I'm right. In the last review, of course, I said that I guess there was gonna be a research spell instead of being, yeah, a powerful spell, right? It's actually just, you know, it's gonna, because of the Phoenix, because of the ashes, right? Phoenix is the ashes going so on. I guessed correctly, I think, right? That this is gonna make Boss turn into his son, right? So yeah. But it doesn't seem like he actually gets his body, like his body doesn't turn, right? Like he's just possessing him. But then I wonder if Boss is actually Boss then. Like, has he done this before? Has Boss killed his previous sons before? I never really wonder if Boss done this before, right? And then, was he aiming for his older son? You know what I mean? like what son was he planning to actually possess then? Yeah, was it his giant son that is not a giant? Or was it his half-giant son? Who knows, right? Who knows? Yeah. I wonder. Oh, poor boy, man. But here we go. Opening over soon. Let's take it out. Okay, here we go. Yes. This is Boji. And of course his brother, the prince younger, the king's younger brother. You're gonna train him, right? Yeah! Okay, so of course the captain was nice to him. Yeah, he's doing fine. Baby, no, he's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, son of King Bosse. I mean, they both mean brothers. Maybe they can combine on that thing. I am the best. Yeah, I am both beautiful, stronger, smarter, and everything. Yeah, it's like, okay. Yeah. Exactly. Not very popular king, I guess. Oh, he hated it. It wasn't. Ah, I see. I'm not beautiful enough. I am way hotter. Compared to your brother, you're definitely more attractive. Yeah, you're comparable more attractive. Okay. Sure. Oh, see, his poor brother is crying in the room here. Yeah, it's just a good point, Kage. He's like, I am the most beautiful prince. It's like, can you make him stronger? It's like, okay, here we go. Okay, Yuki. Yeah, Yuki. Yeah, here we go. So Yuki with 2 Yo's is snow and, yeah, either snow or courage, right? Yuki or Yuki, yeah. I kinda like it. Old school medieval. Okay, what's the advice then? Believe in yourself. I don't know. Something very generic, probably. Oh, it was money, I guess. It was like, gotta pay for it, boy. It's so silly. But I guess they have some money though. I mean, they have some money from Mob, right? Yeah, they have sold money, right? So. But I don't know how good his prince gonna be. It's like, yeah, you want some money? Yeah, it's like, yeah. Okay, that's gonna play hard to get here. It's not enough. I did twice the amount. Oh, and some random clothes I've stolen or something. Potion. Okay. It's a freaking link, man. It's like, I have this green tunic and a little potion, some fairies in my potion stuff and so on. A little Pandora's box with a lot of gold in. What? That looks way more valuable. That's my life savings. Yeah, it's like, what? No, I stole it all. I stole it like yesterday. Yeah, okay. This sounded way more rough first. He was like, "This is my. I saved it my whole life." Actually, I stole it yesterday, but yeah, I sold the castle like last week. Okay, fine. No, I don't know if I can trust this guy though. I mean, he obviously wants the money, right? Yeah. That should be. That should be. I want to see his method, right? What is Prince Despa's methods of training? What is his lesson, right? What will he teach us to do? Okay, here we go. It's like now it's time, guys. I'm gonna show you my true skills here. Okay, here we go. Ooh, some kind of clairvoyance power of sort. It's like you're some kind of giant, but you're really tiny. You're cursed. It's like a scanner. You have 0 strength. Yeah, okay. But you have a lot of agility, right? Yeah, he's like, you have absolutely 0 strength points. Man, what is this, man? Oh yeah, you can never get stronger. You have 0 growth per level 2. Man, this guy is so... it's a buff, man. But again, I keep saying it, why he's really fast, right? It's like, yeah, you have 0 strength points, but it's like 1,000 points in agility. Why can't you, fight with agility? Yeah, again, strength. You have all the stats. You have intelligence, you have agility, right? 1 point. Dexterity, whatever, right? The kid can use his speed, right? Maybe someone can finally see. Hopefully Despa is like finally. No, you're a very fast guy though. Okay, I will train you. You paid to be training, boy. Okay, what does that mean though? See, he's like, yeah, you have those strength points, but you got maximized all the stats, right? Come on. Okay, but I guess it's what you can't grow in like in pure strength, right? Yeah. Kage. But yeah, I guess his point is like, you can never grow in strength, but I can teach you more agility, right? Come on. So I keep saying, right? That's what I keep saying. Come on, just train him in his speed. Yeah, pretty nice home, right? I guess he lives alone though. He's a prince. I mean, he might have some mates or whatever, but I don't think he's seen anyone in his home here. Huh? No, they're making food. What? And he's like, my face. What's happening? Yeah, like what's happening? He comes back here, his face is ruined, his mirror. Oh, okay, he went and fought at a bar. Okay, he went to get beaten up at a bar or something. Yeah, it took an ugly beating. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah, that's a good point. He looked worse than you though. He's probably incredibly weak, right? It feels like the prince is incredibly weak. But his brother is the second number 2 king, right? So the family potential seems pretty high though. And Bebby did send him. He's really weak. Yeah, I was like, okay. So he's just really weak. Well, he might still be a good teacher, even though he himself is very weak. It seems unlikely, but you know. Oh yeah, it's Kage, freaking best friend for life, you know. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of it. Man, he's been the One Piece vibes. That's a good, I mean, it's but there's a good One Piece chapter today. And Zoro is like, he's my best friend. No, but it was a good part, man, of One Piece today. Zoro was like, actually, he's my best friend. This is nice. It's a nice touch to it. Yeah, I mean, he has 0.1 strength points, right? So I can barely carry some water. Yeah, nice. See the Boji here helping out. Okay, no one ever cleaned this house. Whoa, yeah, it's like this has been cleaned forever. This is an adorable episode. It started out with some kind of horrible killing your own son to turn his body or something, and now it's like adorable instead. Yeah, it's this anime has this juxtapositioning story parts. Okay, he can't cook. No, definitely not. Okay, pretty skilled, I guess, though, with that thing, but but he just throws everything into the pot, and he likes it though. Maybe he can't taste. Oh, he's apparently so my. I don't know. This is purple now. It's very anime. Yeah, it's turned purple. Right? Very anime. It's poisoning. Maybe he can't taste stuff, right? Because you know how Boji is. Yeah. Hey guys, yeah, it's like, what are you so happy for? It's so adorable. You're gonna eat my food, right? Yeah, the egg is even. He looks very happy about it though. Come on, guys. But he looks super happy about it. Maybe it tastes amazing. It's like she wants cooking. Yeah. I don't know, he loves it for some reason. Apparently it's amazing. Or he can't taste stuff. Yeah, it appears to be delicious. He must just be having very weird taste buds, right? They probably get poisoned, you know, he's probably gonna die now. The whole egg looks so weird. Yeah, so you can kill kings by poisoning them. There we go. He can obviously kill them by poison. That's how you can defeat his brother. It's the worst food ever made. I love it. It's just the whole yeah, the whole world just turns crazy. Okay, yeah, he's a giant, I guess, you know, so. Sure, his stomach. Does he have like a giant stomach or something? Like, what's the point? And he's like. Yeah, he's a giant, so he can eat lakes or something. He's still a giant, I guess, a tiny giant. So he has the appetite of a giant or something. That's why he can eat poison or something, I don't know. He's a giant and very short. Yeah, he's the shortest giant ever. Yeah, they're usually large. They call giants for it. But of course, he's a tiny giant. Yeah, but there's no dormant powers still though. Except stomach though, yeah, except super stomach. Yeah, okay, so it's a whole giant thing. They can eat food, they can eat humans. Oh, so he just likes it, I guess. It's just silly. He actually likes the poison. He cannot ever cook for us again! Our life, yeah, it's a very good lesson here. He can never cook food for us. He doesn't understand it. We have to stop him. He's a giant. The stupid giant stomachs. Yeah, like we have to... Very good party. We have to stop him from cooking ever. Yeah, gotta know your opponent. Finally, give him a weapon that is based on speed. Right? It's like, how do you find a weapon that fits you? Yeah. Stop giving him the hard, the heavy stuff. Give him, a katana at least. Give him something that's sharper, faster. Here we go, come on. Give us a weapon that is like a katana or something that is based on speed, right? Yeah, instead of giving him this heavy, two-handed weapon, right? Give you something like katana, right? That is much shorter, faster, obviously, yeah. Something like this, right? Or even, preferably even, how's it? Even more lighter, right? Like a Shishmitar or something, come on. Or like a Dao sword. Yeah, like that thing is stupid to use, because he's... Exactly. Pick up something that's like... a great axe, even worse. Something his father would use, but yeah. A spear at least would be easy for him to use. Or there's like a little... Well, this is a tiny axe. He doesn't get it, man. It's just a tiny axe. It takes a weapon that is more based around weaponry, you know what I mean? Like... Yeah. That's based around something useful for a fast guy. Like the dark thing on the wall there. But they have a lot of swords in the background there. That would be okay. Okay, prefer to you. Maybe a claw or something. I don't know. Okay, a crossbow. Something that's like a crossbow or something. You can shoot them with an arrow, a bolt actually. Sorry, it's bolts. A crossbow, yeah, it shoots bolts, right? Something like that. I like how he uses his powers to clean the ceiling and so on. Yeah, proper cleaning, Kage. Very good made. Okay, he's all exhausted. Or almost drunk or something. Yeah, okay. So he keeps trading him with the weapon. I guess we're not gonna see... Yeah, and I guess Kage makes food, right? Oh, I see. Being alone, having no friends, that's the power up, okay? Okay, interesting anime. But yeah, now Kage makes the food there, so don't eat the ball, of course. Goddamn Kage, Mama Kage, yeah, gotta come in here and be all like putting over the blanket. It's his mom now, yeah, come on. Goddamn best friends for life. Is it finally ready? Oh no, didn't. What's it doing now? Studying some stuff? I don't know what you study, but I mean, clearly this one has magic or so on, so you can study, some more spells or something. Yeah, clean it together is nice. Yeah, and then he goes to train. No? Okay, Kage is making food and everything. Yeah, Kage is a great housemate. He just does everything for him. I guess he's just out running or something. One single tree on the... Oh, it's probably like trading dodge. This is very Ranma. It's like, I'm gonna go and fight some beasts. Yeah, it feels very Ranma, honestly. It's like, I'm gonna go and like dodge birds or something, Yeah, I'm gonna go and do this stuff, right? Exactly. Gonna matrix it up, right? This is how I turn into Neo, by fighting birds. Yeah, that's his training method, to piss off birds, so they attack him and they go home again. It's a great method to improve. Yeah, I annoy birds every day and they attack me, I avoid them and then I go back again. It's awesome, yeah. Okay, I guess. Kage is making that place really be shiny now. I feel he's paying too much for this thing. They're paying him to be trained, but he's also doing all the housekeeping, right? So I think Kage should get paid instead for this. Poor guy. Maybe he's a better, I don't know, butler than he's an assassin. Seems like it. Yeah, it's really like doing the hardcore training now. Trains in the morning, trains in the secret, whatever happens in there. But we're probably gonna see in the end, right, what he actually is learning, of course. That's probably how it ends now. We're probably gonna finally get in and see what weapon he got, right? Come on. Come on, don't tease me, Anime. Come on, give me the weapon. Monday night, yeah. Suspicious. Ooh. Boji suddenly destroying rocks here. It's like closing the door for Kage. Next episode, Kage. Yeah. Come on, Anime. So is Bosse now in his son's body? That's what I think, right? That makes sense. It's also kind of weird why his son is also tiny. I mean, yes, his mom is half. He's half giant. His mom is a human, but still, though. Yeah, see? It's Bosse, right? So he's dead! Died. But that's kind of what I guessed last week. I'm not surprised about that. I mean, it was last week, right? He's gonna reincarnate his son. Or inside his son, I mean, yeah. So, that's what I called it last week, right? I called it last week. Not surprised, really. I think that was kind of obvious last episode. That was pretty straightforward episode. But anyway, let's review it, guys. Let's review it. Let's go into... let's start with, of course, Prince Daida then, right? Or rather, King Bosse, the mean old dad. So, yeah, press evidence, episode 1. I was right, you know. It's a chance to watch. I was right in my last review. As I called it, I think it was pretty obvious though, but yeah. As I said last week, he of course was inhaling or drinking up this weird phoenix ash blood fluid, right? So I guess correctly that, of course, the phoenix thing means resurrection. It means reincarnation, right? Doesn't mean a power-up necessarily, unless if you became the phoenix yourself, right? You can heal or something, like Marco with One Piece. But otherwise, no, the phoenix portion, of course, meant that it was actually more like, okay, this boss is gonna take over his son's body, right? So yeah, applause. No, but I think it was pretty clear, right? Even like 2 episodes ago. So of course, no Bosse inside of his son, and he even says it the last minute. He's like, I have sacrificed another son, right? So I think that also, as I mentioned in the early part of the reaction part here, that I said that he probably done this more than once, right? It's pretty typical, of course. He's probably been reincarnating himself over the years, right? So I guess then that Bosse, if that's his real name, but Bosse has probably then, of course, been a king, right? Got some waifu, smash her, right? And then actually, and every time he dies, he just takes over his own son's body, right? He's probably been doing this for X number of generations. And his wife then probably didn't know, right? She probably didn't know. A little weird that Bosse wanted... He did want Boji, right? To be the king. What does that mean? Was he always planning to still take Daida? Or did he actually plan to take Boji? His curse son for some reason. Because I think definitely the interesting point would be that if Bosse took over Boji's body, maybe he would grow into a giant, right? As we had there and talk about the food later on. So yeah, maybe that would trigger his latent giant powers. And now it's only a half giant, right? Half giant, half human. Might be a mister for Bosse, right? Missing out on half that giant gene or something. But maybe they can do another smoother and they get another son later. He can change race every time or something. But I guess Daida is dead then. His body is possessed by his father, probably permanently. It's interesting, because the same voice actor, of course, Aaron and so on. It is very, very Attack on Titan. Like, it can't be helped. I don't want to spot Attack on Titan up, but come on, this is like Attack on Titan season 2, right? It is kind of funny how he has Aaron's voice actor, and it's like, it's a very similar team with the Smoothie that happens in Attack on Titan last season, and then, you know, the whole Grisha and Aaron, right? Of course, again, he's Aaron's voice actor, and he's the father, so I'm just like, it is actually very similar to Attack on Titan, this specific storyline with Daida. Nothing else in the anime is very, I mean, similar, except he has heavy eyes, I guess. But it's not very similar otherwise, right? But just this part, just with the Daida and his father, Bosse, that is definitely similar to Grisha and Aaron, and that's being voiced by Aaron in this anime too. Like, come on, it's almost like, we need to cast someone that can play like an Aaron similar character. How about the Aaron guy? Yeah, it's like, what about the guy that voices Aaron? It would be kind of nice. This guy is basically play Aaron. It's like, okay. But anyway, so the big part. So Despa, of course, picks him up into the weapon room, trains the prince, and yeah, like, I'm happy that he finally picks up the correct weapon, right? I guess. Of course, the anime didn't actually show us that. I felt like a big tease the last 10 minutes or so. But yeah, he gets into a room, right? Picks up a weapon. The anime felt like a massive tease this episode. What a tease this episode. Like, the anime is like, he finally gets stronger. He finally can destroy rocks or whatever. And yeah, I guess we having the power vision of Kagura. It's like, oh, I want to get inside. And then he like closes the door and Kagura's like, come on, I want to see. I definitely felt the same way. Come on, anime. That felt frustrating, honestly. I'm not saying it's a bad anime, but it felt a little bit like this is a little too much teasing here. Freaking naturating me. Give me the freaking weapon, man. Waiting for this, I think, for like 6 episodes now. So he picks up a weapon, right? Of course, it is not shown, but I guess weapon based on his speed, right? Probably not a ranged weapon, because nothing in the background was ranged. But it would be, I guess, kind of interesting if it be an arrow or something, crossbow of sorts. But I mean, it's probably a fast-paced weapon. I have gone over a few of them in all the reviews, right? But I mean, just as I said earlier, just generally speaking, of course, if he picks up a katana, right? A katana is much lighter and taller. It's much easier to use if you have low physical strength, right? Compared to like a typical European medieval two-handed, like a broadsword, right? It is much lighter. So you use something like katana would be much easier for you to use than, of course, something like a European sword, right? Of sort. It depends, of course. You have a lot of the European swords, but yeah, as I mentioned earlier, maybe like a Shishmitar, the Chinese Dao sword, perhaps. You also could have one of these dragon halberd. What's called in Chinese Sanma, I think it's called. A Sanmai thing, which is like a Sanmai. I don't own a Sanmai, unfortunately. A Sanmai is a mixture between a spear and a sword, right? You see it in a lot of TV shows, in old Kung Fu action shows. You see it example in Like a Dragon. One of the Chinese bosses have this, the dragon halberd in English. They're pretty heavy, but at the same time, it's kind of like a spear / sword, right? And it's more about the technique. You spin it around and so on. So it's more about technique than actual, strength, right? Perhaps something like that. A spear, of course, generally speaking, but I think maybe. I guess other agility-based weapons, nunchucks or whatever, yeah. But like a nunchuck is actually very, very light. Yeah, a nunchuck is incredibly light. A nunchuck is super light. And you can get nunchucks. I have a lot of nunchucks. Give me a second. I own like a lot of nunchucks. So that I have a lot of. Where's my nunchucks? This one. I have 3 different nunchucks in this drawer here. So for example, right, a nunchuck has like 0 weight, right? I don't think he gets a nunchuck, but I'm just saying, right, a nunchuck weighs like nothing, It weighs incredibly little. It's like, let's compare these 2 things here, right? This katana here is probably like 4 or 5 times as heavy as a nunchuck. A nunchuck has incredibly low weight. And you can have like a falcon nunchuck, you have knives on the edge right or something. I have a dragon nunchuck over there, which is like twice the weight. But obviously that would be kind of defeating the purpose. But a dragon nunchuck, it's heavier, and the bottom gets heavier out, right? So it's more like a ball in the bottom, so you do much more damage. But obviously Boji probably wouldn't use that. But, you know, something like a nunchuck, right? Obviously can help me just sit down and use it. But yeah, a nunchuck would also perhaps, you know... I can kind of do it now. Just kind of the space here. But obviously, you know, a very fast-based weapon, right? So, there's a lot of options. Akama is very simple. Akama is very low weight and so on. But damn, as I mentioned earlier again, what a goddamn teasing episode, right? We have all the weapons behind him, the different tools, equipments, and of course the anime is like, we're never gonna show you. The episode is like, see you guys next week because we're not gonna show you. Yeah, I love the hate this scene with Kage when he closed the door and Kage. It's like a natural scene. Come on, it feels like a hen scene, man. Yeah, here it is, and he's like closing the door on him. This in here. I love this scene. It's like closing the door. I was like, come on, man, I want to see now. I want to go to the manga. I felt kind of ridiculous, but yeah, I guess next week we're gonna see that, and it definitely feels like obviously you expect Daida to be antagonist, but now it's Bossy instead. So I guess he's eventually gonna have to fight his evil father, right? Certainly so. That feels like the obvious antagonist. There are the kings and so on too. But it's kind of weird then, like, why was Bossy number 6 then? Because Bossy, they kept saying he was like, he's the strongest king, physically speaking, but he wasn't that smart or whatever. But they were like, isn't that kind of weird? He has all this like weird strategy and schemes, right? Clearly Bossy, and with the woman, right? Marione. So, yeah, I do wonder that, right? Like, it's... I'm gonna guess this thing. It's like a shower theory, guys, but I'm gonna guess this thing. I was right about Bossy being that about it though, but I'm gonna guess this thing here, and I feel, you know, hyped up on my guess have been correct so far. I think that Bossy, of course, was faking it. I don't think Bossy is actually rank 6, so to speak, right? He was like, you know, had the rank 6, but he probably faked it. He was like, oh yeah, I can't defeat this thing. He probably just pretended to be weaker. Bossy is probably the strongest king, both physically and, I don't know, more too, right? But he's like, he's faked it. Yeah, he probably just lied about it. He probably got a lower rank on purpose, right? So people wouldn't know his evil schemes. I would think so. Right? He's like the ultimate boss, probably. How he looks right now, right? So yeah, I think definitely so. We're gonna have to fight his evil father and his brother's body. Maybe he can save his brother though by defeating his father, perhaps. Doesn't feel like he was past the like feel like Daida is gone though. Well, I mean, maybe, right? Maybe he can save him. But anyway, guys, that's the review part. I hope that part events come out at the same time. This episode, of course, was delayed by a few hours, right? So sport events. Plot on demand should come in 10 minutes or normally. Let's hopefully at the same time, maybe, right? Maybe not tomorrow otherwise. So that's plot on demand, Death Daughter, which is an anime I keep saying that I'm just very perplexed about, right? It's like it's a decent anime, but I keep saying that I expect more out from Death Daughters. And no, there was a one per chapter earlier today. We never read one chapter, and it was really funny too because not to say too much here, but it was one thing I loved in the last chapter. It's all about the katana, so it's a great part. It's a Sorrow. I won't spoil it, but it's a Sorrow chapter, right? You know I love Sorrow, obviously. I love Sorrow, man. Who doesn't love Sorrow, right? And it's just one line, not a spoiler itself, but it's like a great line where Sorrow was just like, Luffy's my best friend. I just love that. Luffy's my best friend. It's like a weird line because obviously Luffy's all about the Nakama, you know, and friendship and so on for 20 years, right? But Zoro, you know how he is. He's like, Luffy! But he never actually tells him, he's like, you know, but he's like, Luffy's my best friend. So I was like, that's a good scene. He's like, I love that guy. That's a great scene. But yeah, Ousama Ranking is out for like half an hour now. He's got released 2 hours delayed. Yes, this episode 7 is out. I can show you how it ends. Ooh, so it ends here with a little cliffhanger. Yeah, it's been out. It was delayed because of some sport event, but it's out now on like Funimation, Waka Anime and so on. But yeah, kind of sporadically hitting that. We're gonna see now then if Plot on Demand is also delayed. It's mentioned that, right? But yeah, anyway, I see you guys with Plot on Demand, maybe today then. If Plot on Demand is delayed also for a few hours, I'll probably do it tomorrow.